So there's nothing happening in the NBA right now, so why not break Sixers fans' hearts and remind Raptors fans of the good times? And this is from Smart Highlights. So the very first play, it's Kawhi bringing it up, defended by Ben Simmons. Lowry's trying to set a screen, which it's obvious Kawhi is trying to go at Redick one-on-one. The Sixers blow that up, but he still finishes with a three-point play over Ben Simmons. Jimmy acted like he was going to get a screen from Embiid. Then we get a nice give and go there. I think it was Tobias Harris. They left pretty wide open there. Well, also, actually, never mind. It's because Ben Simmons is in the dunker spot. Jimmy still got 2 free throws, though. Now we got Lowry bringing it up, defended by JJ Redick. There really wasn't anyone you could put Redick on besides Lowry, I guess. Everybody else would have a big size advantage. Anyway, they go at Embiid on a screen, which my guess would be to try to get Embiid moving. Notice right here that the Sixers, clearly, Ibaka, you can be as open as possible. Anything to stop off the basket. Also, Marc Gasol, that was a weird thing, Gasol and Ibaka and Siakam, just as much size as possible for the Raptors. Anyway, going at Gasol on a screen now. Kawhi gets back to Jimmy. Gasol had to rotate over, and once again, I really don't want this to be a single-out Ben Simmons thing, but it's the truth that, he's right there. It allows them to double-team Embiid, and it's a matter of should you just see Simmons right there for the pass, or is he simply in the way? I don't know, but it's the way that Sixers team was. The offense was very awkward. All right, now we have Jimmy bringing it up. Another Embiid screen, I would imagine. Yep, that's what that is. Maybe could have gotten it to Embiid when he was rolling before Gasol was able to get to him. Simmons in the post. Now we got Redick moving off ball. That's a tough shot. All right, now we have Kawhi. I think he's trying to go at Redick again. I guess that's considered a screen. It was a big just mess of JJ Redick and Kyle Lowry. So that time Kawhi does go to Ibaka. He probably noticed that Ibaka was open earlier. But for the Sixers' sake, they're going to be like, yeah, Ibaka, go ahead. It's better than Kawhi just getting whatever he wants. Tobias ISO on Siakam, don't know if that's the best. We've got another Redick handoff, but this play, it's not going a whole lot of places. This is a good possession for the Raptors. Well, they dared Embiid. That's the main thing. Like, hey, Embiid, you want to take a 3? Go ahead. After that, it's Ibaka comes over. Jimmy was the one who was left wide open for a bit as Kawhi slid over to Simmons. But even then, the pass wasn't the best. That was just a great defensive possession. And it was so good, I want to look at it some more. So notice how Gasol has to help on the Redick screen here. And then about 4 seconds later, he's in front of the rim on Embiid. Also notice Siakam, who's kind of on Tobias. And then he slides down to be there in case Jimmy catches the pass. But this was also huge too, as Ibaka had to run over to Embiid to stop his line drive to the rim. Kawhi had to basically defend Simmons under the rim, but also kind of be there for the cross-court pass to Jimmy. All right, 2.5 minutes left. Redick on Lowry, sure. He stuck with him a little bit. They went to Kawhi, and that is, I was going to say that was great for the Raptors, then it wasn't because they managed to get Kawhi back out there. It was not Ibaka on this one. They left Siakam wide open in the corner. Embiid just slid right over to Kawhi. What's the setup for Philly? Simmons in the dunker spot, Tobias Redick, Jimmy Embiid up top. Gasol steps up. Once again, they're just kind of daring Embiid to float around from mid-range or the three-point line. And this possession was also really good from the Raptors. It was a lot of real quick switches with Gasol finishing it off. Well, it wasn't just switches. First they brought 2 to Jimmy, and they blew up the initial screen action. Didn't get it to Embiid. Then Lowry switched onto Jimmy when Butler walked it back because it didn't work. And then Gasol switched onto Jimmy, and then he held up really well. The Raptors' defense, they were just so damn tough. Siakam, kind of a handoff with Kawhi. It was a little awkward. We got Embiid switched onto Kawhi, and he could not step up enough on that screen. That was a 2, though. Foot was on the line. Ben Simmons bringing the ball up. There we go. How do we get Ben involved in some way? Any sort of way? I don't know. Might just be a Jimmy ISO on Kawhi. We do have Redick moving a little bit. And now another attempted handoff. Man, the Raptors' defense was just hounding. Oh my goodness. Like, it's just the switchability, the intensity. There was definitely at least 1 or 2 fouls in there, but my goodness. Billy was just so freaked out. I think the craziest thing is how there's so few times when Embiid just has the ball in the post. I mean, like here, he's starting out at the 3-point line for some Jimmy to attack Lowry stuff, you know? We got another handoff. Embiid did not really step up on that screen, but Kawhi didn't make him pay. Let's pause for a moment. This is a big play. 20 seconds left. Tobias in the corner. He's barely done anything. Redick is right here. The obvious thing is a Redick to Embiid handoff. We've already got Siakam on Embiid. Like, Gasol switched onto Jimmy. And of course, Ben Simmons is in the dunker spot with Ibaka. So, what happens? Okay, they do go to the Redick handoff. That forces the switch. Now we've got Kawhi on Embiid. Or no, on Lowry, my bad. But Kyle Lowry, of course, is like one of the toughest post defenders in the NBA, even if he's like 6'2" or whatever he is. But Embiid did get some free throws, and he's going to tie the game up. I don't remember what the actual play was, like the miss for the Raptors. Anyway, here it comes. It's still pretty insane how much ground Kawhi covers in such a short amount of time. And in the meantime, you've got Ibaka, who's smart enough to get out of the way. Siakam and Lowry completely wide open. The Sixers are just like, we have to just throw everything at Kawhi at this point. There's no way these guys are going to get it with this much time left. And, I mean, look, it's like the craziest shot in the history of basketball. There you go. Place loses it. Sixers are done. Next thing is Jimmy and Miami. And, well, we know what's happening with Ben Simmons now. The Raptors got a championship. Obviously, that was not from this game. You know what I mean.